Hi, everyone. It's Veza's third birthday today. I'm super excited because, I was reflecting upon how I'm going to celebrate and what does this look like. And also, I just finished a presentation for Boss Up Conference. It was a conference for high school students. And I wanted to share my presentation with all of you because, it was an important piece of reminding me of why we do the things that we do and how we get here. So Veza being 3 years today is an important piece because I've been doing this work for about 15 years. But then also in the 3 years and how much change has happened. There's been so many people that have supported Veza in so many ways. And I'm going to include the list in the comments there because there's just so many people in part of the community that have been supporting us. And some I know that we missed as well. And when we're building out anything, we always need people to support us. So it's my heartfelt thanks to all of those who have been supporting Veza all along. It's been amazing, amazing, amazing for that to happen. So I'm going to do my presentation for you because I thought it would be kind of neat to talk about. So as we're talking about Veza today, so we're going to do okay. So we're going to talk about Veza and why equity, diversity, inclusion matters. So Veza itself has been looking at how we embed equity, diversity, inclusion in the way businesses do work. And we also really talk about how businesses, individuals and communities can go back to treating each other as humans. We need to see each other's strengths. We need to see each other as the people that we are. And that's actually how we make change happen. So when we're thinking about this quote, there's people that go around this world and never have to think about why they're different, where there's other people who go around this world and they're constantly reminded why they're different. And one of the reasons why, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but it is so important that we always remember on the thing is people are who they are. And how do we focus on their strengths? How do we focus on connection? How do we focus on, that means connection. How do we focus on connecting with someone and finding out how we have something in common rather than why we're different? And making it easier for them to flourish as well. And we have this diversity inclusion discussion because of this. We know that organizations, communities are better when people are more productive and innovative when they feel like they belong and are accepted. And so it just makes sense. So some of the things that I wanted to talk about, as I was doing this presentation, I was thinking about this, but life is going to throw you challenges. It's about up to you what you decide what you do with them. There's some spelling mistakes on my slides, FYI, because I just made them really quickly. And this is where raw version it is. So this is me at 5 years old, maybe 4, when are you 5? That doll, I hate that doll still. I threw that doll away because it looked like Chucky. Me and Chucky are not friends. I still have nightmares over the thing. My cousin Parm tried to make me watch the movie with Chucky last night, and nope, it's not going to happen. And this was me at 6 years old. You'll notice there's a difference. I had a childhood disease, dermatomyositis, which impacts about 6,000 Canadians, and wasn't able to walk. My muscle cells were attacking themselves. And when we're thinking about this and how that impacts a child, my whole life changed. I wasn't able to, I wasn't able to go play with people. I was constantly at the doctors, and I was just learning, how to use my body again. And life is going to throw challenges at you. You just have to do things that how to overcome them. I'm one of 3% of Canadians who have been free of the disease and free of, no medicine. But it does impact me still to this day in certain ways. Pay attention to what you're passionate about. So when I was 13, I decided, as you can think about first of all, look at the outfit. I don't know what I was thinking about wearing that dress at 13 and the glasses. Not really sure of why that happened, but it happened. When we're thinking about pet peeves, racism, discrimination, war, sexism, zoos, I still sometimes do visit zoos because I like to see the animals, but it breaks my heart every time I go. So I don't go that often. When thinking about these things, my pet peeves at 13, those are the things I'm working on now. So you just never, when you're a child, you actually usually know what you're passionate about but it was, as I was doing this conference, they asked me the question, well, who inspired you to make that change? I remember it was my teacher, Mr. Powery, that actually, challenged us on conversations, made us learn about social issues. But it was also like my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, my aunts and uncles. There's so many people that influenced me to who I am. And they made me think about these things. And I learned about topics, and that's actually what I realized, what I was passionate about as well. Do things that make you feel inspired. And so I did Ayurvedic medicine training with my dad this year. Ayurvedic medicine has been critical for me because I was on bed rest for 7 months, um, about 10 years ago, and I wasn't able to walk. And it was through Ayurvedic medicine I was able to walk again. So you'd notice the theme that a couple times in my life I haven't been able to walk. And my mission in life is to help other people walk. When we walk in purpose, our bodies will move. When we walk with mission and purpose, our bodies will take steps forward. When we are not aligned, our bodies will stop. So be a part of your mission. Do your part in changing the world. With my friends, close friend Suki, 2011, we decided that we had access to a lot of spaces. There wasn't a lot of women that looked like us or men that looked like us in some of the VIP parties and events that we are part of. So we decided to start an organization to help other people be at the decision-making table. We started byvf Network. We had 85 women show up to our first event, and it was really powerful because it just went to show how much there is a need of for people to come together and support each other and do amazing things. And then we had, take a risk as you never know what the outcome is. So this one, I'm just making sure that I'm recording because, yep, we are. So take a risk as you never know what the outcome is. We, with Krista and youre last year, 2 years ago, actually, I guess, we launched a digital marketing program for immigrant women. It didn't make sense, didn't make business sense, but it was the right thing to do. I invested my time and energy and money into it and to make it happen. And it was such a critical thing because the 4 women that graduated from the program, we kept it beta, kept it small. These women, it was so powerful to just see who they were and how they showed up in the world. And we didn't do anything else with the program so far. We've had a few people who are interested in licensing it. But it was also just that it went to go show how important coaching and leadership skills are for immigrant women or women in general. We can teach them any skill, but we need to give them the support and confidence in order to do what they are wanting to do. So whenever you have someone in your life that needs that extra support, give it to them. They might just need that extra boost of confidence to do those things. And Krista and youre were amazing as Veza grew. They both contribute in such big ways to the organization and everything that we did as well. And again, surrounding yourself with people that are amazing makes a difference. This is our trip to Croatia. We did a trade mission of women entrepreneurs, and this is us at the Croatia-Spain game, which was so amazing, by the way. But these women took a chance on me, and they took a chance on, we led this group, and it was this trip, you never knew what was going to happen from it. First of all, the first private company that led a trade mission. And then also, it gave me an opportunity to meet the Governor General, be at a state dinner with our Prime Minister and the President of Croatia. And it also just gave me so many opportunities that I don't even know yet. Learn and grow constantly, challenge yourself. This is me playing hockey. I didn't know how to skate. As you can tell from the way I'm standing, I didn't know how to skate. I also got Haley Wickenheiser taught me how to skate, which was really, really cool. Led us to starting a ball hockey tournament in honor of my brother, and which was a lot of fun. It sparked a lot of people to start playing hockey. Also brought a big sense of community together and friends together as well. And we got bronze the first year, which was really exciting. I also learned how to dance. I participated with Miss Kamloops. I learned how to dance. I didn't know from you can tell from my dance moves, I didn't really know how to dance, but Miss Kamloops was a great experience for me. I grew up pretty shy as a child, not really confident, and these type of modeling school, going to Miss Kamloops, these type of experiences has helped me become who I am. Do things that scare you. I was scared of horses, drastically scared of horses. Me and this horse took about an hour to become friends. But now I can go and hang out with the horse all the time. I had to just overcome that fear to step into it. I was scared of heights, did a hot air balloon over San Diego. Oh my God. So on the other end of fear, there's always beauty. I love horses now and I love hot air balloons. If you want something, make it happen. Prepare your position. This is me going to Italy, and my mama, my uncle, will remember, and my parents. I created a case of my loan agreement, how I was going to make it happen. I probably was trying to take a loan for $1,500. That was going to take me probably about 2 years to pay back because I was making no money. And I made an argument of why I needed to go on this trip. And this trip was amazing. I learned so much more about myself. It was in grade 12, and it was my first time in Amsterdam. Who knew that that would become one of my favorite cities in the world? Um, and I just made, just the memories were amazing on this trip. So many memories. Grief will hit all of us. It matters what you do with the grief, which matters. That was me and my brother. And I've talked about my brother. This is the last picture we took. Always take pictures with your loved ones. Me and him barely had any pictures of us as we were older. And it's been 7 years and he's taught me so much. A lot of who I am and is remembering who he was and remembering that he always had my support. Anytime I would have any success, I never knew that he was going around talking about me all the time. But having that cheerleader, I miss that. I miss having that person who cares about me and, and has watched me grow up. It's really amazing. Rewards come when we stand in our purpose. A couple months ago, I announced that I had got this top 100 ethnic minority future leader award. And I got that because I stood up for someone else when they weren't in the room. And that's really what it is. When we stand up for someone else and when they're not in the room, that is when we can create change. This award is a reminder for me to always stand up for people who aren't in the room. When you get an opportunity, take it. I was asked to submit my story for the Chicken Soup for the Soul in August 2014. The due date was December 31st, 2014. I submitted it on December 28th because I didn't realize that my voice would matter. My story was one of 7,000 that was chosen. And I procrastinated because I was like, was my story really going to matter? Like, doesn't really, like, should I even be doing this? And even a month ago, someone messaged me. They had read the story and it impacted them and how they thought about grief. And I was so happy that I wrote that story because I don't know how many more people I've impacted throughout the time. Overcome your mind by taking action. This picture from last year, I did a 10K when I live with brain injury. I've had 7 concussions. I've been technically on bed rest for about a year and a half. And because I'm supposed to be resting my brain. But my company's growing. Veza's been growing and the whole time that I've been on bed rest. Obviously not taking doctor's orders. Totally don't recommend that. I was told not to do this race. But I was like, nope, I'm going to do it. As you can tell, I'm in a lot of pain, a lot of grief there. But I was like, nope, I'm going to do this regardless. And I'm so glad that I did because it was sometimes our mind will stop us before, and we don't even know what we're capable of if we can just overcome it. Volunteer. All my experiences, all my business, Veza has grown because of the volunteer experiences, the people I've met through the volunteering. And this trip to Nepal on Divas Abroad was one of my best trips. First of all, I got to go with my mom, my aunt, and one of my best friends, and just the experience with them was amazing. And then the women that I met on the trip, like the group, still friends to this day, and it's so amazing to have met them. And then the women in Nepal, we didn't speak the same language, but it was the smiles and the connection and the dancing. And we were able to learn from them and they were able to learn from us, and which is going to impact a lot of the things I'm going to be doing in the future as well. Also the Vancouver Pipe Band trip, Vancouver Police Pipe Band trip. I volunteered my time, but it was so amazing because I learned so much about myself on this trip, about the police and but also just meeting the band members and their passion for something and how they're dedicating, regardless of their busy schedules, they're still dedicating their time and energy towards creating change through their music. Set intentions. I had the intention of going to South by Southwest, and we ended up having an event there, which was amazing. So anything is possible. I wanted to do some work with NASA at some point. I got to speak at NASA just recently. Again, I set that intention in 2007 and just kind of left it, didn't know how it was going to happen. Got to present at one of their conferences earlier this month. Always wanted to do work with the UN, and I got my name published in one of their documents recently. So part of Veza is always about taking action. So what are 1 to 3 actions that you will take now that will impact the work in who you are and what you're doing in the world? And so with that, that's my celebration for Veza today. I want to see and hear from you what actions you'll take. And I hope that you'll celebrate with us by sharing.